Number. The opening to the Beetlejuice cartoon.
It's showtime!
I'm convinced this show had the coolest opening ever. Not only were the images out there and deranged, but the music sounded like a group of Christmas carolers singing on a fucking tilt-a-whirl. Look at all these weird creations that just continue to fly out at you. If Tim Burton had never done acid, I'd hate to see what happens if he does. I remember the show itself being okay, and you could definitely call it a very strange series, but it's this fucked up opening that always got your attention. I could honestly just watch this a dozen times and probably be just as satisfied as watching an episode. It was kind of like a Disney ride. Designed by the Manson family. Creepy, kooky, mysterious, and spooky, the opening of Beetlejuice knew how to creep us out as well as hype us up. Number 11. The Hallucination from Beavis and Butt-Head Do America. I know neither the show nor the movie was intended for kids, but that didn't stop us from watching it anyway. And boy did it lead to one of the biggest trip-out moments ever. It all starts when Beavis and Butt-Head are stranded in the desert, as Beavis takes a bite of a cactus that causes him to start hallucinating. And what follows is... the best damn hallucination ever! Now, it's pretty well known that Beavis and Butt-Head have never been very big in the artistic department. But when they got the designs of Rob Zombie's illustration work, the rest is mindfuck history. And as soon as it's over, of course, no one ever mentions it again. Yeah, okay.
Big-lipped alligator moment!
Actually, a lot of these mindfucks are essentially big-lipped alligator moments, but as long as they entertain and mess up our perception of normality, it's always welcome. Number Gutenberg. Willy Wonka's Tunnel from Hell. Yeah, I know I put this on a list already, but this scene is just so goddamn strange I had to mention it again. I mean, what is up with it? The rest of the movie is so charming and magical, and then all of a sudden we're transported into Satan's warp zone. What was the point?
I think I'm gonna be sick.
There is no life I know
I'd like to get off the boat!
to compare with pure imagination. Living there, you'll be free if you truly will. Number Pi. This is Halloween from The Nightmare Before Christmas. This is by far the best part of the movie. It's the best song, best visuals, and best out of your fucking mind moment. Every second something is flying at you, and in a world where everything is designed to scare, chances are you're going to come across some freaky moments. This world is so surreal that bats actually have strings attached to them. Whoa, that's just crazy! All the creatures of Halloween are in the opening and are all recognizable. Except for one. What the hell is that guy? He looks like a chewed up reject from Where the Wild Things Are. I mean, what's he doing there?
I am a genius.
While the whole movie is of course a classic, it's the song sequence that we remember the most. Because it has the most freaky ass shit coming at us. A few years ago, this film was released again in theaters and presented in 3D. I'm having a hard enough time watching it in 2D! I don't need 3 dimensions to tell me how fucked up this is!
Aren't you scared?
Whether you're scared by it or not, This Is Halloween definitely rates a 9.5 on the what the fuck-a-meter. What? Number Piano. The Pink Elephants from Dumbo. Again, this is a perfectly normal kids film that suddenly takes a trip down LSD land in the middle of the movie. The scene starts out with Dumbo getting drunk. I just realized how strange that sounds. We see him start to blow bubbles with his trunk as the bubbles start shape-shifting.
You see what I see?
And then, chaos! A parade of pink, black-eyed demons come dancing out of nowhere and decide to have a freakout.
Pink elephants on parade, here they come, hippity-hoppity. They're here, and there, pink elephants everywhere.
I actually love watching this movie when little kids are around because they never know if they should be enchanted or horrified.
I am not the type to faint when things are odd or things are quaint.
Chase 'em away, I'm afraid. Need your aid, pink elephants on
I'm not pissing myself with fear. But why?
The scene just gets more and more surreal until the final gangbang of consciousness takes place.
Was it good for you?
Totally out of nowhere and totally making no sense, Pink Elephants was a bubbly brain bash that no amount of alcohol can make you forget. And the number theory of relativity nostalgic mindfuck is... the opening to Pee-wee's Playhouse. Somehow Pee-wee keeps making it on my top 11 list. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but in this slot, it's definitely called for. The show starts off in the middle of a forest, and at first, it's kind of relaxing. The music is very mellow and nothing much is really going on, and you see what your house would look like if you were the richest stoner in the world. But just as you're starting to relax... Is the window talking? It goes into Mindfuck Central, where literally everything in the house can talk. The chair, the clock, the window, everything. The only thing I never saw talk on the show was the floor, and that's because I don't think it ever had anything to say. We also hear the song sung by a woman, or at least I hope it's a woman, who sounds like she just sucked a year's worth of helium.
Get out of bed! There'll be no more napping. It hoits when I breathe.
And if you think this little checking out of your sanity doesn't last very long, think again. Most TV shows have an opening of about 30 seconds, a minute at the most. Pee-wee's Playhouse has an opening of 2.5 minutes, never once showing a single solitary credit. If an introduction where everything talks, chipmunks are singing, and Lawrence Fishburne wears a cowboy suit isn't considered the ultimate mindfuck, then quite frankly, I think it's time you get an intervention. And those are the top 11 nostalgic mindfucks. Well, I think it's time to return to reality. I said, I think it's time to return to reality. Hey, come on, guys! Hey, knock it off! Go away! Right! Out of it! Thank you, terrifying logo. I needed that. Hey, how come you didn't come out when I mentioned the pink elephants? Oh, it's because I mentioned the S at the end, isn't it? You only come out when I say the word elephant. Elephant! 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 I had my fun. I'm a nostalgia critic, I remember it, so you don't have to.